Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of That Travels. In this episode, we'll be visiting Parnella Park. Parnella Park is heritage listed tourist attraction near Mina Creek in Queensland. It is like a magical place from a fairy tale, surrounded by a huge rainforest, castles, and waterfalls. Without further ado, let's get into the video so you can judge the place for yourself. And the tour starts. So this is the first castle.
Some of you know about José Paranella. He's the founder of this park. He built the park in about 6 years. We have Teresa Zolotti, daughter of José Paranella, and Mark and Judy Evans, the current owners. These are important for the night tour, and the night tour is about Teresa coming back to the park. So 4 weeks after Mark and Judy bought this park in 1993, Mark went outside to a car and he said, welcome to Paranella Park, would you like to do a tour over here? And the lady in the car, she said, I need to tell you something, my name is Teresa Zolotti, Teresa Paranella, daughter of José Paranella. So instead of taking her on the tour, she took them on the tour here, showed all the pathways, heard Teresa Falls. She was upset it didn't flow well in that time. And because of her, we have the history back over here. And it's really great, and the night tour is about her coming back to the park.
So now we're downstairs, and behind me you see the waterfall, which is pretty much the main water source here. And the first owner, Parnella, he made a hydro electric power plant to near the waterfall. It was the first hydroelectric power plant or anything of such around here. It was made around in the 1930s, so no one in the area had electricity until like 50s or so, and he was the only one. So he was pretty crazy man. Why I'm in this dark area, I actually want to show you the first thing that Parnella built was this staircase here. This was the first thing they ever built because they needed some place where they could take all the building materials and stuff down here to build this castle over there. And there's two more, one in the back there and one over on the right side, small ones. So he built this staircase to get all the materials down.
subsequent garden, so the tunnel of love. So imagine you have your dinner at Cafe by the Pool, you know, the building with the sink. And then you walk Lover's Lane and then through the tunnel of love and you arrive in the beautiful secret garden. With the waterfall here, Teresa Falls, named after José's daughter Teresa.
Right now we just saw an awesome cello and violin performance, which was part of the 6-month program here in Parnella Park. A family of 4 came to play violin and cellos, and there was a wonderful light show. As you can see, some of the lights are still on. And yeah, this experience here in Parnella Park is 1,000 times better than I was expecting, and I recommend everyone to come here in Queensland near Innisfail. And if you're around here, be sure to stop by. It is just wonderful. The park is beautiful. Good morning, guys. Yesterday I think I didn't manage to tell you everything about this magnificent place, the Parnella Park. I think I was somewhere talking about the castle or the buildings here, but what I wanted to say was that Parnella, the guy who built all this, he didn't build these castles for living inside. This one, for example, he built as a cafe and like a restaurant or something like that. He had a lot of people coming through his place all the time. Here, actually, where the chairs are, there used to be 2 tennis courts at some point, and yeah, Parnella was really a businessman, and he just lived in a small house just up there somewhere on the hill, and yeah, everything else he rented out. So this one was the cafe restaurant up on the hill. I think you already saw the other one just a little bit in the darkness. There was a ballroom slash cinema. And yeah, this guy was really ahead of his time because he had electricity like 20 years earlier than anyone else around the area. So that's something already. So yeah, he built this castle, one up the hill. There is another one that goes through a hill that you see here, and then there's one over there, which is actually, this one is like toilets and some changing rooms or something, and yeah, so he has the waterfall. People could go swimming there. A lot of beautiful park area. Just see all this vegetation. It's just beautiful, breathtaking. And yeah, he was a businessman. He earned good money with it, but unfortunately he had a lot of problems here also because he had a huge flood. When the flood came, it took all the wood with it and blocked the waterfall, and it was building up, and at some point it just broke loose, and the water was, I don't know, like 15 meters high or so. around here. So it flooded all of that and broke so many things around here that he rebuilt everything like 6 months later. And well, he had a lot of problems with cyclones and stuff also. So, and the biggest problem that he did not know he had was that all these castles were built with the sand that he found somewhere around here, but the sand is really bad. It's kind of like porous or something, so all these buildings have the metal framing inside that helps it hold it stronger, but since the sand is so porous, all the water can get through, and the metal inside is rusting and breaking apart. So someday I think they are trying to preserve this thing, but someday I think it might come falling down, and so everyone who wants to see this, come now. This is really beautiful. Yep. I'll see you later.